meda se pa na quick glance no obi so kra do me akai me se renifo na ye ne na di nkomo efa enane na nsa court appeal court ko asetina okoforidua asem a wode atudwa injunction nya asem people no wadie injunction na wo mo adi amaseme mo wura Peter me wu mfre ne ho se mrahwedwa na etoso nwotwe no no mrahwedwa ni ewom saa so na kwankojade bia no chiame ntwentwen so ansa kopem se obedi asem na awi
ye koye chikakra na ya hwese Assistant Commissioner of Immigration Michael Amwakwata yebenya no na immigration fo anamo na wo mutu ne de akwa akosie no watimi aboye ho amane ya be Peace FM so ni ma hai
ya meje so
you ya da se wie ne obre ye nya ne tie se sa adwuma no amudie se ni jefo ye ne na nam kwa ho banjire mo logo mu nyina de o makono mo atwe asensen yansa ye sa ti bio nse mo se detention facilities na ye ma eti na mo twe asensen wada roma kire mu
yo me da se na me fa kwen so achia mo tiefo na madam aseso akwenya mo de amaye the cre said last Friday and ye shot say ye did you maybe ye undocumented migrants omujina ye street storm Jessica na ye shot ye nanka ye set increment into about 11 zones na zone bia so war about 4 to about 6 7 here. The first zone was just about circle obetibi and academic. Yeah, no, about 2,241. Nanka, ye war emu 2,073. Nigerians, and 138. Nigerians, and Burkinabe 28. Guinea 1 and Mali 1. Next share what they say. Every time I hear planning in no. Tituna Kedi Niger embassy Yankee Damopa Nana Omuna Benka Omubana Omunya Nigerian bases are applied between Accra and Niger. It's not sharing them. You come from by now. They're going through profiling and add that data collecting, then straight into the bus and then they go off. By the first consignment of 2,241 by bases no back said the share no eco buy na the holding center also seems better a better contested because one of the key objectives of this operation was that one, it should be conducted in a very humane way, and two, to respect the rights of these migrants, especially the vulnerable ones, a man in Corano, for their protection and their rights. Yes, then we have to place a hold on further arrest or evacuation. Now, Yeni embassy, bus operators, and resolve whatever issues that there is to be resolved. In America, the Saturday, a VM and the first 5 buses. Then later, 70 more buses came. And so far, they removed about 925 non-documented migrants. And Niger for the year 819 and a Nigerian 106.
Okay. You Mira, Sir Jumei, any breeding canny. Make I say JP. Yes, Sabebre, Achimota news station here. Any logo in see your moko. And Nebusumi Minu. Not for our host as Wama Samba. Etiweno, a baby is any.
Oh, let me give a quick. Achimota Jana 18 years. And no, not they were in transit. And Jomudu Achimatano, then they disembarked. But now you're monitoring immediately, say Ghana was not your final destination to continue on your journey in via. But and the question say in the past, by this time round, I guess it pass a text a year that you see, and I say the children were being trafficked to come and be used for such illegal business. But now, say every commander, patrol commander, sector commander, one, they should double their efforts in patrolling, and two, they've been announcing border community members and a bomb on approved group. And see, free community engagement. Yashim Kanapa, I said this time round, we are trying to sensitize and educate them on the dangers of crossing undocumented migrants illegally into the country. And also, it's going on. Now, you say, and also, you say, we are double your efforts in patrolling, especially the unapproved groups. Okay. And there's also, any embassies also agents in them, we say, apart from what we are doing now, they should also educate their citizens back home in their country. Because to be trafficked and brought here, they will be paid man. And one kasa. You share this three-pronged approach. You say, if you see no cry, we may not see the numbers that we are seeing now on our street.
Assistant Commissioner of Immigration Michael Amwakwatane ena yeti
na abrantie bia ya friend say David Bantagra wataken tampo ewobuno East region and what say some time ago aposifo mienu ene di enimba boys bi eka wonum ho omu trese awura bia omu susu se ayi obi nempna esa abrantie ne demu a sabre no wotidi se bibi koso enti aposifo mienu ena area boys ne bi ka ho ena wo mu bebowura ne dem ho enti mfa nse o ka wo mu nyina bom ka aposifo ne ka ho a be nipa nwote wo mu bowura ne dem wo na wo mu hwese na ga ni wo enti ebra wo mu koye no ne 4,000 odi ato on mafi o hwe 4,000 no a ohu enti was suspect say sa 4,000 ne die aposifo na afa enti what the petition command Kintampo Divisional Police Command no and what did be called Bono East Regional Commander ho and was di be bre IGP say ne 4,000 na aposifo edi civilians ben watching enimu omu ba ne demo a na omu ba hye sa kala no a na oni ho no omu nse no omu mfa ne sika ma omu na de eno wanwa kura ne se Kintampo Divisional Police Commander friend so o de sika no be ma no etre wo fra papa no a wo mfa ene se o de asem no aduru hai
Yes, nipa 8 I go with them after sika 4,000 Ghana cedis na sa nipa 8 no ba ko se osuse menene yere etwempena enti obagine nantwi 4 ene ngan e dia costume akoye amamre ena mesome se na yere bia enyo enti na omoye den the force ebuwe amidam ekofa sa scan adetin ye no mekobo police Kintampo police for amane say police for any civilians for bi ba me honum the farm ska say na ntempa mi police na situation microphone a ono mbewu amidam eka so mo hwe oba no ba kwa from scanti no onye nhwehwemu ana onhwe omo na onji misika mam okachi am say adetin a obetu ana mam adetin so manten ohwe
na enwati na David Bantagra se wasra IGP se wampa committee no mu nhwechem se committee ni hwechem na se ebetodwa se aposifo no ni sika no wo mu na fa ya asotie bia won fama no
timedi ko down mo mean say because of mo na police front no if you mo anko so amame ena medical down IGP intimate petition e koma IGP ena regional commander offer no na no asem nyina say asem na medi be down omo no njina so bia ni ntino asem no oboto agu medi petition no ba ya me call yan Kintampo police for no firm ya omodi misika e ma mesin ko withdraw petition no na omoti ase say if Kintampo e konkran no enye kwan ketwa ntino scan enye adama de ne so musa ntino mama mpinfo asonti say no menjenosa because means any scan be found for car and macra to so mom so and I'm nyameka cho muntino omuti scan kwa nya de omodi man go into PCF information say mon fan to IGP anim say na police for any civilians for biaji misika omo say omo nyere omo fan man
ya friend David Bantagra wonna ne 4,000 ayira wo sra IGP say womun shana womun system kwanya fa so a sika na yira se posifo ne na fa se civilians ne na fa ya womun shana womun fa na de ma no na ya wa boaje okudom ono wa da FM na Pius Bedu Bansen na kabo mu a wode sa story by
Yanko amantifin do atoye tifin do Western North Mantam no emu audit service wo say adwumadi afi bia wonum ye afi so de no adru so ene sen aban enwuma yefo nyina da wo ye wo mo sensensen kan kono sana enum hu say ampa enipadudu a wonum ye aban adwumani wo mo din won krata so ni a esese etua wo mo kanie na nkoba sensamanfo nya adwuma na so nsamanfo gi akatua didi enti wo mo ene Ghana Police Service ni EPA ena wo say okay wo say Ghana Police Service any EPA enka ho enu achi die abandwuma yefuo nyina e kan san hihye ehu enu no mato ni din se payroll audit no wo mo ye dia ma ahye abandwuma kuo any atenaye enti ministry department any agencies wonum hyase na nsane ne na no dwada me ebusumi da na etoso adu no na wo say omunamu a be se June de etoso enkono enu so ye dwada enu wonum edi ebewie owura Samuel ni odate lamte a wukọ atoye tifin a wono eno ye regional auditor echeche mu hia esese omutu saa na mo yi.
The essence of the exercise is to establish the accurate numbers of staff on the Controller and Accountant General's Department payroll, which we call the mechanized payroll. And so we are trying to establish these numbers for only those on the mechanized payroll. So officers from the Ghana Police, Customs, EPA, and few others are excluded. So basically those on the Controller and Accountant General payroll. Talking about the Western North, we are expected to enumerate about 15,000 staff on the government payroll, comprising the 9 assemblies, the various government departments, universities in terms of the colleges of education, and all other government departments or agencies within the region.
Enwachi ena ora Samuel ni odate lamte esese abanyumakuo awodo no a wo mo ka ho isi wo mo ba wo mo enti asema wo mo mamu obi anye na me de mo menye ye ho mo akan ye wonya sama ya tenase ne enkan wo na se de ebeye na aban kotua sika nwu ene ne etete saa ne sika ehie basa wasteful expenditure ene wo mpese omu yi free ho ema eniema edida na kwamu kama enti paso pa nwoma so eye ne yie nyenanum de.
No, your name is not on GES and you appear. Already the sector supervisor should be able to make you out that you are one of his or her staff. So the mode of this is such that we are working closely with key liaison officers who know their staff, and therefore as we are verifying their documents, interview them, if there are any key challenges, he is the last resort that can testify that indeed this person is on our payroll, and so the approach is collaborative in nature.
Oran Samuel ni odate lamte regional auditor ewo Western North ena yene no edi nkomo Kwame Kontoboaten Lord FM sehwibe kwai ena odiama ni free buy
nano ena osofo hwe enkrato ene abefo kwantempon ne abefo nimde persesi eda dani Major Communication Digital Technology and Innovation Minister Odmonyamfo Samuel Nate George edan baso bedwa bia wode adwuma hye won sase data say ye kwa internet so say ye frɛ abɛfo nkitahudie kwan no ɛboɔ na yɛde gye no ɛwɔ soro ntimpanifo nhwɛ na yɛmfa ho adwene hunu kwan foforo ɛbɛfa so a ɛbɛtumi aba fo monti interagency data pricing committee ɛna wabɔ ama wɔ mumpo ya ma ɔmo ɛsɔ ya dan ɔmo adi so ɔmo nkonkɔ yɛ ɔmo adwuma na ɔmanma ɛyɛ mo anim sam na kakra bɛsene kroni ɔmanfo hyɛn mon sɛ data board dodo ɛwɔ ya man Ghana mu ha sei enti mpanimfo nhwenya ho bribi na no kora no owura Sam George hye ho bɔ enti wɔnhwɛ no ni ne bɔ hye so Cat International ɛyɛ kuo bi a wɔn ɛhwɛ ɔmanfo dada setena ne nnwuma ahodoɔ sɛ de wɔn si ne ɔmanma edi agorɔ ɛfa enti obroni bɛka sɛ consumer focus agency na consumer watch adwuma yi bi ɛna Cat International for ɛyɛ na West Africa Regional Director Emma Cat International appear kusi adoma ko se Wɔn srɛ paa se data nsenkaeɛ wɔ Migrant mu ha no. Mpanimfoɔ nhwɛ na wɔn ntumi nyɛ ne yie firi sɛ ɛyɛ nkonnua kɛse a ɛda ɔmanfoɔ ekɔn mu. Na ehia sɛ ne manimu yɛ yi yɛtumi si ne koso. Wɔn ne wɔn hyɛ ɛbɛ mu na wɔn hyɛ gyina. Wɔn nso so a ɛhwɛ dandan nnwuma ahodoɔ telcos na adwuma ani. Ɛne wɔn wɔ telcos na mu nso so ɛwɔ sɛ ɛne wɔn nyinaa tena asɛm. Ne yɛtase asɛm sɛ bɛsepa ne nkonnwa haban firi sɛ data boɔ no a wɔsoro pii wɔ Ghana ha no ɛyɛ ɔhaw.
Yatin Associate Minister Honorable Sam Nati George edit to Ghana for him say what take committee be on measure my internet data akofom. And only the park kakra. Nimum any attempt to make internet data to go down should not necessarily by as a regulation but the market. Currently no, the telecom market has become more like a monopoly. I buy this SNP by a few na SNP na omode buy no almost 5 years and teaming resolve the issues in the telecom sector. And if we want data prices to go down, I think that we need to do a comprehensive analysis of the market.
Na wamano aso ha wose sabre ye data bo no yehu Ghana ha sei no. Enye so omanfo komu na ebu o eyo oman puntu a ye twe kwa na chi efise nei ba bia wiase nam no ye de data ne nam etu pagya bo ne ho sa no a na mpuntuo na apese ebo adado a.
Currently, there is no competition in the telecom sector. And when there is no competition now, it means that consumers do not get anything better price advantage. And if we want to bring data prices down, we want to see how we can bring competition in the telecom sector. It means kwan ben na yebetimi aboama Airtel go for so ne Telecom etimi compete well with MTN. That is the only way by which we can bring data down. Any attempt to be said, minister say anti data so no, sano and yet it's not grounded in evidence. In the long run, no, let's say the telecom sector no.
Onipoka say ya Pia Kusi Admak West Africa Regional Director Cat International. Yes, Training Prince Bafwa somewhere Salmone Kono Jackie Chan na maneboa.
Na our criminologist or Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Dr. John Sopokuware on Wakase. Just recently, some man for the woman near the Echire Kakra. And discipline pa course was senior high school no, and yasam ketua. Obesanan kwade biaji to boy. No ma kotua she school for froso. Obashana half waji to boy. Omini school for fraud ya kwa kosie ni. Na ba kukrampa etaya won and saying 16 years yo influence ya doing sia 1 2 3 4 5 6 ya doing sia pet. Was said to senior high school. Womu kose ya akure kuta pesa. And the son who wadin nam school one a big crampo, Eddie a trio, any akodia, and a serewabia gubaby. Woman so secondary school for and woman they throw man for say mon said ya yan so yawo ya woman dear go no more woman display na no na Dr. John Sopokuware kire say charity begins at home and namon so a pra a profinity e yape na ya de sobu obo school no near the sobu obo school no wo bisa ba tan no so say entete ya be pa na modema mo ma no wo fie ba ta bi wo ho a ne ba no wonim no ase wo gina hoyi ne suba pa de wonim ho maate enkwada bi wo ho no mo a da ba ta no wo firifie ho maate obeba ne ba nada wo kwa akoye adwuma wo kwa akopesika papa nso firifie ho maate papa bi kura ho no mo abaya 1 week na nani kura nta ne banim enti suban pa akwada no wo mu no papa no wonim ba senka ba tete nkwade ya tena ho akatere wonum se yabusua ne se na tio upia bonten a emfa ho nsesa anyonkosem mu ensanom sigreti kronobo saa nioma nyina wo de kyerɛkyerɛ oba no a na school di oba obedi na ahe dodo na wamusua firifie aba tan ni ahwesofo no ye feri wo man no
there is a general failure of parents' parts and school authorities over the period. But sometimes, no, about school authorities, I am and doesn't blame mom too much. But mostly, no, blame I am the man parents. No, it was parents. In the tears, the man of film. Especially first, now I make a school team, the almost say, na if you're on phone, they didn't maybe show mono. We just had them about from Kaka. And because we needs our identity, no, or we have to do school, a month for any of the peers, and a mom's identity. Very important, say, FMA, any common at our form. The good is no, and I'm as an air course of degree, parental neglect, any lack of supervision from parents. No, I must say, no, some moral fabric, nanny, the young man, quantity, or who need to bind any person, even the little move to a mobile, and the room for more. I didn't know.
Dear, yate say waka say ya Dr. Jones Opoku ware. Na enu atin watre say schools no nso asem bi ba say ya asase wo mu de asote mu aden edema odesuani no sade ebe ya akwasibro ni beka say ebe di terente ede ato wono mu de ayenhwesode a obi ani wono mu obekọ akoye bi na asem bi ba say ya wo mu krampa asem ba say ya na akwada ne daate akwada child right foi na akwada ne daate nti na akwada mu abe school kuratuo edi hunahuna nkofo etumi pejatuo to na akogu obi yakaka na a child right na akwada ne daate nti akwada ne daate nti yanti wonu mu aso sade ebe ya wo munye bio.
All over the world, you should correct behavior. Until a DBI internet cafe, you be here free a year in crime entertainment. You know, I say you allow school authorities as a punishment. But most of the time, I have problem. I institutions to be real and say, I'm not punishing crime. Sometimes no punishment, no, and me achieve a year the effect na achieve. The punishment ain't me achieve the effect then it is a negative punishment. And your punishment to be a one person. In me, I put to a media authorities, Ghana Education Service, any school authority. And say the punishment any other punishment. I am punishing crime in such a way say it is me action or make action everybody no for a long time. Just inflicting pain on them not to be among more harder. I know there I don't even encourage it.
Ave Dr. Opokuare esa sra de suabia wodo ne se yamfa tumi ense school mpanimfo no nsa na akwada bi yamfomso wo school won ho a teacherfo ni discipline no etese yenenom de eseyi a ekane ye fa mu no master kojo bedi and was say assembly give us a Martin song and am ko pega kofi wa horo na atal awa pe anu atiem wa na osi kofi wa horo na atan ana mesimi ose bra banse ye bedim ana wode table besi ho ana o ma agba esi so mimu ya mo a kumi Frederick akasefo na ewum no mia mu na metesai ma asa no ma ana wo ma so mensa so menai in fact wo mo hwemia magimia ni tu firi memu fiti sa time no am se debi sankia de bi ya nkwada ya wo no msisie ya nko mbesua nyansa
ehudenya say discipline ebeba ehudenya say sanema nhye ya ebitimi amankwa no ebi ma from behavior atinya shipu properly no beba papa sanema tebio ye no yesu atra ne nteni ne mani bebre ho ayesu a yesu ade ye no unfortunately ne mani enye no nkwa na ya kasi yesu ya fi bebi ayekusu aba enti esi ekoso yesu ane mana ebema omai no akoso na ama nfa no atinya subanfa ama omai no omatinya be better city omai I understand and I agree say I don't know idea for society yes and go back na your discipline temple man na yes yes stand na you want to just for a little autonomy na omutim be as an man everything has said because in fact at that stage we are still in our formative years
dear yate say or kase ye Dr. Pokuware as ye di to me authentic ye di to me pa metita for now komu be discipline kwala no basa
na asema Akan mu anya asem ne hia me de hia me yebo na yebo ho no
authentic
ana wo se ema jimini to free mu
authentic me
kwabla no kura ne sesen kan ye o ma sabro na makakra free mu na ke besi sabro ya hanka ya wu because free mu ni body
Masakodo Beni.
Mazabedi, oh,
There be what we're
oh,
Give us
a Martin Dunham. Coffee, why would I not tell?
because
There be what we're
oh,
give us
Yeah, no more. Coffee, why would I not tell? Or said the school. Ne teacher be Sunday, coffee dent na water, coffee, san coffee.
I am young Cosway.
Nasa anumpo nabakuya. Mary has a letter lamb, and it's a white, and everywhere Mary go. That he follow him, he follow him to school. Oh, one day, a baffro children that he broken school.
Ampa Abani Yajuma.
Oh, Mother Baby, dancing, I'm a crazy.
I just want Kenya.
Young Koy anywhere now, and it's a friend. I've a biokumi. Would now a prayer at then time I shall be a brand or moody a prayer or a party mu MPP muno and when ya na or the crat aqua Penny John Dramani Mahama was say dear was say Justice Gabriel Poma ni committee nipa nu abedwa koya wo mo toto Justice Gertrude Araba Isabato kono anu wo ne nsem a enu so bi mu de agu ne so no ebi makwa akohia konum tea bi wo ho a wo hu ne se entwa yie wo se mebusumi ya da na etoso dunum onu so ni na chinchin wo ko hotel bi a restaurant wo ko pe bibia kana no anwumre kra be no nso mpa mu ko no twempa mu afi won hwa sa committee no ajajefo ana committee members no emu be mienu ena afei lawyer ni nso a wono nso gina mama nipa wode asem waka asem ato mame tokonu suei wono nso mo lawyer owura tade sorry eka nipa mienu ne ho ene wo mu edidi na nyasa didi keke na no wo mu didi enkomo nso wo se wo tibi krachi ni dipa manfo dinim no ya denta kumi ene wo se wo tibi asem komo na no wo mu dini nso efa asem kro na ho enti na ama odwe ho se na lawyer wo unipa na di petition akose yenyi mame get to tokonu free officer ni subani ni yebi na committee ayati amonso mo na mo nhwem se mame na mpa ye beyi na yenyi no na mo ba be hia mu didi sa ne de ni ese ni asem na si abo ano mo betumi ayi mame no simple kra enti wo hwe ano si dabi sa committee kra si egu no wo ma compromise wo mo ho nam so ama wo di petition akoto mampani pono so na no pay na ya okese tina adwamu a wo ye kokroko dwumadie yi wo hwe chama January ena wo frɛ no sɛ adenta kumi na wo petition no die pa na wom ena wo se nana ya mame nchirim.
In my petition I stated categorically say there have been 3 judges who were instrumental in this Chief Justice Tokonu issue. No, there have been 3 judges plus one of the lawyers of the petitioner who have met. That is what I'm seeing in the petition, and that is the evidence I hold. And I'm saying, say, the reason why it is serious, let's say, and I'm saying the 2 judges selected by the president will be looking at the petition that was constituted under Article 146 Clause 6. You know, 2 of those judges with another Supreme Court judge from the bench were saying they were having dinner. Then another person who is a petitioner to this very issue, the Chief Justice, no, at the time meeting, no, whether they exchange pleasantries, whatever conversation they had, we say we picked up some, and they know there were people around. They saw some people around. They do.
Na enu achi na wo chemu acha na ya say enye se hia na wo mahia keke didie no ena na wonti asio na emom no wo hwe nsem no a ekoso committee fu amo na mo hwe asemi nipa ode abedan mampani a nti mampani atesa committee ne lawyer ni nso ka ho ene mo ahia no eno no wo hwe a wo se da bi we die enye me de enye me fe
Nana, and your bonny say, Dictator Justice, any infobation, and your bonny, let me get in the wrong ground. There's nowhere in the remit of the law, I just say, Supreme Court Justice and a magistrate and a beach young people. They meet people every day. In fact, they have families, they eat with them, they go out with them. But and in an American assembly actually say there's something called FRT communication. Who redeem code of conduct of judges or say a judge shall not initiate or permit or consider any ex parte communication concerning a pending or impending process, there should have never been an ex-party communication between the judges whatsoever and the petitioners. It is improper for judges to engage in any form of ex-party, which is not permitted by law.
Krache Alfred Ababi Okumi etai friend say Adenta Kumi ena anopai ewo kokroko dwumadie so o chechire mu echire nana ya kese de cardinal o tena dwumadie no ema chairman general Kwame Sefakai na yenya ntie nso se te se lawyer Tadia sorry say wo de nanu yie abase we sa asem no Adenta Kumi ka no ente sa na asem bi safo na hina asem bi puna na asem ni asem na hia na ye coincidence share coincidence ena ekosi ewo se wo mkosi ahona enye se wo mo sheda ekoye
yenko ensamfofro soe afi bosome no edi nkan opepon bosome no mu ena ye ya kansie bi ewo Migrant mu a STEM ananso Robotics ho akansie no abi na sa akansie no na disusu dua eye Bottle Sumo Classics ekokọ wi ase no apam senior high school apas ya ewo mfifi mantemu na Ghana ha sei wo mu di nkonim wo mu na di first ewo Bottle Sumo Classics no emu we bie kwan mu ma wo mu se ene amansan mu akansie no a wo mu eye ewo Michigan ewo USA no ene na apam senior high school for bekọ no so bi enti wo mu di enhyiamu no hyehyɛ so ewo ho ene na ya amansan mu akansie Robotics 2025 World Championship ekoso Michigan wo America memu meye yi ne de tosu dunum kosi ne de tosu dunson na chese memende ye yi ena wo mu ewieyem apam senior high school koy o man kogu Ghana animu ase amansan mu amama ahodo anamsifo eba ye ni nyina Bottle Sumo Classics no apam senior high school for na kwato so mienu second ewo wiase amama nyina mu na wo mu koya wo maba bedru Migrant mu the bra wo mu ba bedru no ena wo bo amane se teams ahodo ekoko hia ye wa kansi mre ye aduasa ewiase babia na omufri atemuafo tena sehwe de obi ade baye na ode tutu nsenie ni no se ene apam senior high school mo ya ade mo ani first de na so second ye mo de amonye ene de ho abodin abo wo mo a wo maba Dr. Paul Dankwaye Director Council for Scientific and Industrial Research ne Institute for Scientific and Technological Information wakamfo om pa se etu ho acha adwuma na omkokoye ye nya so makoti o meye nim keke o masa akire se nim dia a yesua na ye pre wo Ghana ha se num yetimi dan ni yi a eso be ba ye mfaso etu ama wo mo ene yo
ni jesem se Ghana representatives for Robofest internationally have turned out to be this successful. We've contributed a lot of time trying to train them to be internationally competitive. So it's really refreshing and encouraging that they've been able to compete internationally and turn out successful. Going into the future, we intend to train them further in their different categories to continue to compete internationally. And I think what's most essential for us is their contribution to our development internationally. You know that the government is focusing on STEM education. Indeed, we are hoping that they will be able to apply this knowledge locally to advance the country in all fields.
Onipa yatene kaseye Dr. Paul Dankwa Director Council for Scientific and Industrial Research Womu Institute for Scientific and Technological Information na onone die echinom ora Alfred Akwa wono ye robotics coach oni team no koye wokoka de omutimi ye ene baabi o maba bedru yi ene ogina so sraban se omo modern na wonte na baabi a ye de STEM enwumasua na ekro no abansan hyemu kubu na manfaso no enye kese
na yehwe enkra no senior omusisi omo senior ye training omo afana ni se nkunindi ya abe ebema school no so epija akoso eteki be a year now so your competition na January January ni mo no na ECC enkra no prepare omo at the time omo call program no ewo me currently no a club a war school no omo amusua science ni na eba together now we see the practical aspect of the theory that they learn. We saw a STEM project about renewable energy and we incorporating the principle of robotics into it. And only ideas is here ho ejuma e school. Yeah, community na nkasa so bitumi nya emfaso e robotics na yesu no.
Alfred Akwa eni na school for no ekọ ye no emu ba ko lord na yebo a ejina ne nuanom nyina na mu esre abatan se omo sre omo maame ne omo papa nom ene one ye hwe nkwada school se omo nso omo ni nku sa science adesuan STEM adesuan enkontabuo ye wo mu ne technology ne ho bibia na daachi ebabe emfaso.
Having to contest in an international program like that, because other countries, what's not, we don't stand a chance, but in all, we're able to win. Being part of robotics is really great, and I would like to tell the people there that you shouldn't decide for your children what to do. If they really want to do it, you should allow them to do it, and it's a really great experience.
Yo, onipa ete ne kasa ye lord na ye boa ogina ne nuanom anam ne kasa ye sentwe ne sika eyim ene boa nsem ya no ebaye
na apani a woni amansan din kita ho public relation officer Emma Small Scale Miners Association ena wode adesrede to a gold board empanimfo anim se wadawroma wonum sre wo mu ada wo ma ya ade pa wo mani so etiefo bekaya gold board for the betu dwa se wa wo pese udi gold hu dwa no brabeje wo license ye your friend gold buyers license na wo mu the deadline no eko April de to so aduasa April 30th eduru ye no wo mu yeso wo mu sa atum kakra e de akome me kura wo ma sa atum bio e de kone da na to so aduenu baako aso nanu an wo mo sa sre gold board bio eye MD Samidemfe ene ne dom se betumi a wo mo nsanfa ebre no kakra bi enka wo no ho na we de wo mo mfere na senti wo mo kasa ne se enkrata asemu a ehia ansa na wo mo tumi enya license no aya na emu aden kakra kofa tax clearance certificate bra. Aside that, no business operating permit, ubese here environmental protection permit, here Senate and Nigeria certificate you, asa copy police report waba, and a document be a kahon. Dodo na so yesi no online be a network no so yesro baby crowd one mu ana ateko we de omani nsa wo ebetumi anka bre no omunsa fa kakra bi nka wonum.
Yes, gold board at the deadline by first one it was 2 weeks and it's extended into a month and nasa yenuanum plead I think say yeah mother association we are also mu because lances no a process because antecessor na PMMC omuma lances no no this time around no omudi nema bi akekaka ho and I share omo togolo no so enyu nyina na wosa nim de no so many of them like this Senate ne GRV any police report mo ne tax clearance what ya kenyina and bibre no kra no munim no ya the problem if deadline and then as a good board no more extend kakra so that people will also continue with the processes because we said do na then pass it through the process which from na omoye
na enwati na ora Abdulrazak ade adesrede Emma Small Scale Miners ne se obi anse
process which from na omoye
Abdulrazak ade ne se no fine gold board no enye esumase adwadie ena omudi anase bia wo fa kuntuna ase bia no wabeton gold ama wonum enya saa na womu ye no enti obia make sure say ne nkrata bibia dimu ende obetumi ni gold board for edidwa.
All small scale miners in the country. This year, in as much say we are pleading with government, say gold board, MWA, na extend your members so no your best friend say they should also do responsible mining because gold board no can no mine who say no ye at this room can be free so ever they are only coming to trade in our sector na and also no traceability na that they eka ho be trace be hu adwuma ye no fa no motor gold ni free gold board there so mo ye nyina no because they want local people to buy the gold so that at least we also you will be in business in as much we been in business no we should also think of our environment and the Galamsey aspect on how do we all solve the problem, make sure that all the gold that we'll be producing will be more of a formalized system.
Dear Yate so akase ye penny a wani amansan din kita ho Emma Small Scale Miners Association Ora Abdul Razak Henry Menka Nadaruma and ye tiefo eti bi ejina we so me kase bonu so tia wa bi abesisi a
so wakoma ho hyehyew ana ebo periperi de broni kan hardware no a e de na se woye na se woyam so atim so e
wo be packing a farmer Martin's liver salt tira kwan entem ehwie nsu agu glass mo ate Martin's liver salt no ba kwa no na wo de agum
wo be hu se ehuru wa glass ni mu na wanom Martin's liver salt ye won orange flavor ana ba ko so ye plain
wonu mu a ho beto na mum edi na anu na ho nto wo a ko hu doctor.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Kasebo no wasi. Akan kind for muti yenken me nana ya kunedu ena
kwabena boga ana
Mami ya konama kufi wanto na terese kufi weungwa mama ye na African Queen Mackerel last year African Queen Mackerel tina papa pebi we twanam na kese agum na wode sauce egu ho kama akono de wode gu jollof mu a ebe dese na wunya mutu obi kama katekwan na abenkwan beans kakra no we twa African Queen Mackerel agum wo ye nkwan African Queen Mackerel ye would like to na we be diatafre won African Queen Mackerel osi twa num keke baby e ton provisions bia ebi wo ho etufo nko ba pastor e wo makola twen makola any fire service ni di animhwe 0245 326 180 and 0302 668357 MTN 4G plus in you den day and as a uj tabunet na ebebo adwuma ma ama internet connectivity no aye kama emikani wom internet in there no any speed no say speed wom a fast they will download bia koko kra on sebre on se ska if you say obe crowd data dodo no a enti enkope Wi-Fi anase network keke hwehwe MTN tabunet yeda wo mo ase no mama yeda mo so ase ni tie wie ya adihye